What's up, comic book fans? I know I'm Little Wren. I'm not really supposed to be here.
No, you're supposed to be here. Yeah. You gotta have like the token sexy girl in some of these videos.
I don't know anything about comic books except for part of what we're talking about today, which is Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
Nerd talk.
Nerd talk. Nerd talk. You know that's my thing. You know I just love talking about.
My name is Lance Excalibur.
I'm Mason AJ.
Little Wren.
And for once, I'm not the prettiest person on this camera.
Nope, it's
He's never the prettiest person.
I am always the prettiest one, usually, but today we have Little Wren and I give her that title.
Yeah, and like I said, the only reason I'm here is because we were talking about Suicide Squad, and Manga Night actually let me borrow something that was not a manga. Some comic books of Suicide Squad about a year ago, maybe a little bit less, and it seems like every time I start reading a comic book and getting into it, because I haven't done do that, they make a movie about it.
Huzzah!
Guardians of the Galaxy will just say that like I started reading that and then they're like, oh, I got a movie, and then it wasn't anything like what I read. So that's why I wanted to talk about Suicide Squad, because I have a feeling it's gonna be nothing like what I read.
Well, no. Okay, to defend that, Guardians of the Galaxy was very much like it, but they did not focus on the character, so it felt different.
They did focus on the character.
No, I don't, because as I said in my review of it, which you can check it right here,
advertisement.
Gamora wasn't a force, and neither was Drax the Destroyer.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're here to talk about Suicide Squad.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say this: I am a huge Suicide Squad fan. I love those guys. If you haven't already seen the animated movie by DC Universe, because you know everyone knows that DC is just killing it in the animated universe right now.
Yeah, they do have some pretty. I haven't seen that one, but they do have some pretty good movies.
They only the anime style.
Now, here's my only concern, and it is not who they cast as the Joker. It's really. I'm really concerned because when Avengers was first announced, my biggest concern was how are these big name actors going to play with one another, because they're all so used to being the lead role. Now DC has announced this all-star cast, and each of these actors are always used to being like the main star. Now, can they muster the same type of character chemistry that the Avengers brought? Or are we going to look at really?
I feel like Will Smith works really well with almost everybody in the world.
Thank you.
So
she just opened the can of worms.
Who have you ever seen Will Smith have an issue with?
Exactly.
Like ever, on screen,
he
off screen,
owns every role. He owns that shit. Now I'm not saying every movie is good, because I know that's where you're gonna go at. But I'm saying is his characters are always on fucking point.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Even in the movie that sucked with him and his son, he was still pretty
I know.
Oh, my leg. Where's my son? I don't even know. Where's my Oscar? Oscar over there. No, like, he's still good. Like, you still enjoy watching him. And I mean, I think this is a good idea for him, especially he looks older, he's aging, but like, he's still got kind of like, oh, what's the other comedian? Like Denzel Washington or like Jim Carrey. Like, there are people who have been around for so long. Like, they almost deserve to have this role as a comic book person. Like,
well, okay, as someone looking at it from a business perspective, being in comic books, it's instant money. Yeah. Instant money, because you gotta look at it as I now am that character, and I have to do something major to not be that character anymore. Cons. To keep it commercial rights.
Oh my gosh, does that mean that Will Smith will be going to conventions now?
Okay. No, you know what? I gotta say that.
Does that mean Jared Leto will be going to conventions now too?
No, stop.
No, okay. Will Smith transcends that. Like, at least to me, the Smiths do, because his wife in Gotham and him, they really do kill it. Like, when it comes to just character, being
where that came. No, I didn't even think about that till now. The only reason he has this role is because of Gotham and
I don't think
Jenny
so.
McFadden.
I don't think so.
He was like, hey, I hear you're doing something Batman related.
You know what?
I really like to be Batman thing too. When they're like,
I fully believe that Will Smith got her that role. I feel like it was him that got her that role. I feel like he has the pull.
I don't know. Jada Pinkett Smith, she's got a little bit of. Do you know she used to be in a heavy metal band?
Yeah.
Like, there's things that she does. She's connections.
On the side.
She could have just walked in there and been like, hey, I really want to be in this comic book thing because comic books are cool, because metal is cool.
It's one of those things where if Will Smith just walked in and was like, hey, I want this role, they'd be like, okay, got it. If Jada Smith walked in and she's like, hey, I want this role, she's like, you got to audition, baby. Like, let's see what you can do.
And then Will Smith comes up behind her like, I'm just kidding, sorry. We didn't know that he was with you today. We thought maybe he was with, your daughter getting her haircut or something.
Like, you know what? Jada Pinkett Smith have some failed roles in some of the stuff, and Will Smith hasn't had really a failed role in the
But see, here's the thing.
Since the Wild Wild West.
Will Smith.
Whoa. We're not saying anything bad about the Wild Wild West.
What?
How dare you, sir? How dare you? That's a great movie.
Now, here's the thing. Here's
Walking spiders? Are you kidding me? Giant metal spiders?
Now, here's my only thing with Will Smith in this role.
Okay.
Personally, Will Smith has not pushed the envelope as an actor in a long time. He gets in the role, he sits in them, but he hasn't been like, yo, like Training Day with Denzel Washington.
Hancock?
That was not pushing that.
Okay, I'm just saying that.
He's happiness.
That was also not pushing that.
Cool. I cried baby tears. Huge disgusting tears I cried from that movie.
Now here's the thing. I will say this, my boy Tom Hardy though.
Okay.
My boy Tom Hardy.
You know what? Yeah. Let's switch to Tom Hardy.
Who was Bane and also in Inception and in numerous other films. Pushes the envelope.
You see how he changed the subject because Will Smith is a legend.
Okay,
but Tom Hardy though, I'm gonna tell you right now.
But Inception was such a good movie because of the concept itself. Anyway,
but even
if they put like not cool people in that movie, like poor what's his face who was the star of the movie, still has no Grammy or Oscar in his entire life. But it was just a great movie. Like you're basing it off of the movie in general.
I'm not saying that his character in that movie was very iconic. He fulfilled that role. You can't think of the movie without him being in it because even when he was like, nah mate, you gotta dream a little bit bigger. That was a good scene. Now, with these other characters, now here's what I'm worried about. Mom and I actually brought up a very good issue. Normally with the Suicide Squad, we see Joker or Harley Quinn.
Right.
We don't often see them together.
And it does make it a Batman thing. It's not because when you put both of them in there, it turns into where it's Batman rather than just go like to me.
Because I'm saying Joker and Harley Quinn have established themselves so separate from the Batman. The fact that Harley Quinn has her own book.
You know what? Harley Quinn has separated herself from Batman, but not the Joker. The Joker is like to me tied to Batman.
Yeah.
If he's gonna be in that movie, honestly, I feel like Batman needs to at least be in the shadows. Like I'm still here.
I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Joker has actually, as a character, straightened himself from Batman for quite some time now. It's eluding my head, and please don't, fanboys, don't hate me for saying this. There's a storyline out there where all the villains get put on a particular planet. The government kidnaps all the villains and puts them on the planet. And you get to see Joker and Lex Luthor battle it out. That was, to me, a pivotal point where there was no Batman, there was no hero. It was just a
that one story separated Joker from Batman?
It was the start of separating the character Joker from Batman.
All right,
yeah, but anyway. Well, the ones that I read of Suicide Squad, because again, I've only read like a handful of them, and even from the start of where they had Deadshot, and they had Harley Quinn, and they had a couple like the stretchy guy and the sharp dude. They had those guys.
She knows a lot about comics.
I know. So Heroes Alliance people don't hate me. But like it got to a point where Joker did come in and was like has interaction with Harley Quinn, who had been part of this thing as they were going, and it was actually very turbulent. Like, oh, I see that you're with this guy now, and you're doing things without me, and I'm crazy even though I don't really love you. I have this weird separation anxiety. You should know this because you were my shrink at one point. It's just like it's this weird thing. So I feel like they shouldn't even announce a Joker. Like it should have just been they should have just had who's going to be Harley Quinn. Build her up, because I'm really actually not even sure who that is. Forgive me for not knowing a lot of
movies
actors.
Give too much. Yeah, she's right.
I will say this. Speaking of movies, and speaking as nerds, and once again, people don't hate me, I have a question. In comic books, in the fantasy setting, the relationship of Joker and Harley Quinn is very happy-go-lucky and fun to look at. But in its reality, it is a very disturbed relationship and features a lot of violence because he does in fact abuse Harley Quinn on a regular basis.
Right, which was funny in the 90s in the cartoon when she had her bodysuit thing and her little pigtails, and she was But now it's like getting to the point where it might be a little weird.
It's not really weird. It might be a little bit much, and for this to be a mainstream movie, not just comic fans are going to see this. Little boy Susie and little boy Timmy are going to go see
Then little boy Susie don't watch it. No, because this is a
song. Little boy Susie androgynous.
Here's the thing regarding that. Like I'm tired of and I hate saying this because I'm a parent as well, but we
got kids.
I do, but we need to stop having a society where we think everything is an influence to the kids. There are some things that are made for adults. It's like I feel like the thing like adults only or hey like 18 or older or rated R doesn't mean anything. Like it's one of those things.
I'm pretty sure Iron Man they said the F word at least once, maybe twice at the very end, and people bring their kids. Kids worship Iron Man. Kids worship these things, and they have violence.
No, it started with us, damn it.
But he did. But people still bring their kids to see it.
Even saying that, kids worship Iron Man, but they kids themselves, and we've never seen on screen Iron Man as a full-blown alcoholic terrorizing people in the suit, which actually happened.
Exactly.
And I'm saying is with the Joker and Harley Quinn, two characters who we love. If you see Joker backhand Harley Quinn and then stomp her down the ground,
we won't see that.
Okay, we won't see that.
No, once again, but the image of it, even if we don't directly see it, if we know what's happening, is that a little bit much?
But we do know what's happening. Like we'll always know what's happening because we know that relationship. But we don't have to see it. Even if they were to hint at it in a movie, you already know it's a thing. So like. Even if they just had like him tripping her down like on the like not down the stairs, but just like tripping her and she falls like oh that was so funny. But like yeah they're gonna have that word turbulence, but you know they throw that in everything. I'm pretty sure like Maleficent doesn't the guy like rip off the wings of this thing?
Don't
like and kids would
that's a whole nother subject. No, don't go there.
I'm just saying like they can throw these bits of violence in there because what they're trying to prove is Harley Quinn is this strong woman, and even though she is stomped down on by this one guy, she don't need no man. She can take care of herself.
Realistically though, Harley Quinn can fight.
Right.
Like, see, I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. How is the Joker not dead? Because
Batman doesn't kill anyone.
Joker puts himself in these situations where he should get his ass handed to him, and he gets in there and he gets out. He always gets on top where he's either the person messed up or beat up. Well, Harley Quinn can actually fight. Like I'm talking like she's on some old Mystique level combat, and no, she can fight. And like she like.
I'm not saying that she can't fight, but I'm going back to it. It comes down to she loves her pudding so much that she just takes it. There was a whole storyline in the comic books and in Batman animated series where Joker had pretty much launched a bomb at Harley Quinn, and she got up and she says, "That's enough. I'm tired of the relationship," and she left. She full-fledged left, and to show Joker up, she attempted to kill Batman, and she was gonna. It was like, no, I'm right here with the knife, Batman. You about to go? And Batman was looking like, yeah, but what would he think? And then she dropped the knife and walked away because she said, you know what, I'm still feeling into an abusive relationship. He sent her a card, you know. I was
gonna make a reference, but I think it's too soon.
Right, but
it have to do with the Baltimore Ravens.
Ooh. Pow! But you know what, this is a topic for a whole other talk.
We didn't talk about Tom Hardy because I want to talk about how awesome Tom Hardy is.
No, Tom Hardy is awesome, but let's also focus on Captain Boomerang. Rick Flag. Rick Flag is a character in comic books who actually doesn't get played up nearly enough. We actually haven't seen a lot of him. So for them to bring back
costume,
I feel like I don't know Rick Flag.
Yeah, I don't think I know.
A lot of people don't. He's from like that old school original age, and he was kind of introduced in the first. You know,
I know of him, but it's like, like
Rick Flag isn't a name.
I feel like they picked Rick Flag just so Tom Hardy could say we need a character for Tom Hardy. Like this go like let's go back.
This thing.
Oh crap! We already fulfilled.
You have all these costumes, and you have all these like comic book characters.
Deadshot, can he be Deadshot? Oh, he can't be Deadshot.
Yeah. Rick Flag is going to be like almost like the Nick Fury / Captain America, where Captain America technically on his squad is the weakest person on there, but his leadership and his coordination drives that team. That's what Rick Flag is.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. I just read this comment that I wanted to bring up because it's something that we're kind of overlooking altogether.
Okay.
So back to kind of Jared Leto as Joker. Some fanboys and girls are probably getting a little upset because people are claiming that no one can beat Heath Ledger's Joker.
Ooh.
Now, this is a topic we might want to bring up because I actually was not a fan of Heath Ledger's Joker. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger is a great person, but again, this is my comic book knowledge, men and women, boys and girls, little boy Susie.
So I just want you to know.
I grew up with the 90s version of the cartoon.
What, the cartoon?
Yeah.
So not even Jack Nicholson?
Okay.
No. I mean, like, that was before. I didn't really watch those movies. I watched the cartoon because I was a child, and that's what I did as a child.
So you like Luke Skywalker.
I like the child. I'm not that old. I didn't watch Star Wars.
No,
came out
I'm talking about Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, is the voice of the Joker.
Okay, look,
but it's not even the voice, it's the look. It's that dapper look of put togetherness, the same look that they have kind of, I mean, he's crazy, obviously, but he's got like that purple suit and he's like together. He's not like, his makeup wasn't messed up. That's my biggest point. He didn't have the messed up makeup. And to me, that was the thing. That shows that you're crazy enough to keep it together a little bit. Like, you're not just like sitting in the mirror like,
Joker isn't kept together. That was just a very like, we don't want to scare the kids type of Joker.
No, here's the thing.
I really liked it. I'm gonna show somebody the nurse now. I'm gonna go and I got these stockings on. It's pretty awesome.
We gotta recognize that.
Like, that's what sorry, that was gross.
Just all over me.
I didn't like that. I didn't. Yes, he was. I like the. I'm like, I'm a crazy clown.
Wren puts a lot of time. Wren is our resident cosplayer. She's
I put a lot of time in makeup.
She puts a lot of time into the makeup.
If you're crazy enough to still keep your makeup together, that's a pretty good type of crazy.
Even her, nerd crushes. Her guys wear makeup too.
I don't know.
Sephiroth.
Okay, look. This is what I have to say about the whole Heath Ledger thing. The Heath Ledger Joker was like hands down the best Joker ever on camera, like live action Joker. He really was. And that's not me just being a fanboy.
He was a good actor at what he was doing.
He was, and he really got an
And he pushed the envelope.
Okay. I'm not going into that.
Like he pushed up those knee-high stockings when he wore that awesome nurse costume.
But guys, and I know you guys might hate me for this, let it go. Like, I mean, the man died. He did, and it's unfortunate. But honestly, the Joker didn't die. And it's one of those things where we have to continue the creation of this awesome comic.
Same thing would happen with the Superman's throughout history and Batman's throughout history. Like people are just
we are going to die. And
it was kind of untimely and kind of like weird.
So I'm gonna say this. Now here's the thing. Marvel has dominated the movie game so far. Right? Now here's the thing. Marvel's business, because I'm a film student, so as a business person, as a business person, Marvel has lined themselves up to not fail. Right. Literally, all these movies, which are great and probably going to succeed, have to succeed to fuel the next wave. Right? Now, DC hasn't dropped a movie yet, besides Man of Steel.
I'm about to say, what are you talking about? Like,
no, in the DC cinematic universe.
Movies have been dropped, bro. Like what? I mean, Batman.
It's not in the DC Superman universe because you know how Marvel has a continuity with all.
Okay, but honestly, they do have a nice lineup.
DC never has had that.
No, but what I'm saying is
they got a lineup for like the next 4 or 5 years. And like a lot of movies.
And that's my point.
Come on.
So it's been revealed the Suicide Squad.
Right.
Are you excited for the Suicide Squad?
Okay. I'm not excited, just like I wasn't excited for the Avengers. I'm sorry, I wasn't excited. Even Spider-Man I really wasn't excited for. But I will say this, I am hopeful for the I guess you could say the creative ideas of the nerd world to really get out and to be a little bit more adult and a little bit more acceptable.
I'm gonna be honest here.
I'm not excited though.
I'm just glad that Will Smith is in a role that makes sense as a black man in a role. I didn't mean to bring a race like this, but unlike how they're doing the new Fantastic Four, where you got this, now you got to explain this weird interracial family situation. Okay, you don't have to explain it, but you do have to explain it.
No, I'm saying this, you do. Even with this particular one, when they announced that Will Smith was Deadshot, I was like, well, you know what? Knowing Will Smith's acting style, it could totally fuel into Deadshot. I can see that.
And it has nothing to do with how, like, I don't think he's gonna bring this like badass big black man into it because realistically the character can be.
Is Will Smith considered a badass?
Well, so I'm saying like the character itself could be played either way. It almost doesn't matter what the race is, but there's no like overly having to explain it because it's like a different. He could come from a background like they did try to do that weird Superman thing where he was black or they changed Spider-Man to be black or Hispanic. Like it just seems like there's not so much in the background that would make that weird. It's just like they don't have to explain it basically. I like that they could just be it and you don't have to be like, well, that's weird because you're related to this person and this person in the movie is Hispanic. So how did they end up being like brother and sister? You know, like that's what really made me weirded out about the Fantastic Four. Also the fact that everyone in the Fantastic Four I'm pretty sure is like 12 years old, and that's weird because I'm pretty sure Mr. Fantastic's supposed to be like an older dude. I thought that was weird. I'm not talking about that movie.
I got a question, because I often do. we talked about a lot of different actors and a lot of different characters, but the two characters we didn't actually bring up is Enchantress and Captain Boomerang. Captain Boomerang.
We also didn't bring up what's her face, the leader of the whole thing.
Oh, Amanda Waller?
Yeah.
That's
What's the Oprah though?
I heard today that they were asking Oprah.
See, she needs to say yes to that. I actually want to see that. I actually want to see that. I just want to see it.
I'm going for
just for the sake of seeing it.
Oprah has too much power. Okay? You can't give her the nerd power.
She really did. She would have so much. Could you imagine? It would go straight to her head. She'd be like,
she would be unstoppable.
I wouldn't be surprised right now if we like walked in on her and she actually owns all the rights to Marvel and DC and all the comics and she's.
Wait, didn't that actually happen?
No, because we all know that Lord Disney owns Marvel.
No, okay. But see, that's the thing. She owns Disney. Disney shining her shoes, just like.
Today's favorite thing is comic books. Everybody should like comic books today. I'm gonna make myself a comic and put myself on the cover of my magazine.
You know what? I'm not gonna front. I actually could see that happening.
And then she'd make then everyone would love comics. And then we would be nothing because everybody, your moms would love comic books. Everybody that reads O magazine would love comic books.
Could you imagine sitting down to breakfast?
Oh my gosh, Ellen
DeGeneres.
Mom
drops the lace. Oh, have you read the lace Oprah?
Did you see Suicide Squad? Because she was in it, her favorite thing is in it, and her favorite things are my favorite things. Oh my god,
this is what
Ellen
I want her to
DeGeneres
say.
would be talking about it. Michelle Obama would be talking about. They'd all go. Everybody's
it really will blow up. If Oprah got in it, it will blow up more than any movie.
She would break the internet more than Kim Kardashian's ass broke the internet. She would break the geek world.
Kim Kardashian didn't break shit.
No.
Okay.
But she did.
All right.
But anyway, but back to Captain Boomerang. All right. And I bring up Captain Boomerang because Captain Boomerang is kind of synonymous with the Suicide Squad. He's almost more so than Harley Quinn.
I kind of don't care about Captain Boomerang.
See, that's the thing. You are a Suicide Squad fan, and you're a newbie to it.
No. I mean, I like the Suicide. I just don't care about Captain Boomerang. It's not that I don't know who he is or know about him. I don't care. Captain Boomerang is nothing to me. I don't care about Captain. If he was to die in the first opening credits, like, okay, let's go. Oh, man. I'm like, good. Like, let's keep going with it. Like, that's it. I'm sorry.
I'm just in utter shock right now that you're saying that.
I don't care about Captain Boomerang.
Okay, that's like you like saying, I don't care about Captain Cold. That's like, whoa.
I don't care about Captain Cold.
I don't care about Reverse Flash. You know, he calls the whole Black one.
I care about Reverse Flash, but I don't care about these characters. The only reason I care about Captain Cold is because Homeboy from the Prison Break is playing him, and he actually is perfect for Captain Cold because he's the same guy in every damn thing he films.
So, are you excited for any DC movie coming out?
Look, listen. I'm very hopeful and very I can't wait to see them, but I want them to take their time. Because I want it to be a really good movie, and I just, and that's it. I'm not excited. I'm not nerding out, but I gotta say, I'm more nerding out on the shows that we're getting every week with the Flash and the Arrow and those other stuff than I am about the movies that's coming out. Just be honest.
I want to see them finally bring to screen Harley Quinn with a real person.
Yeah,
because true, yes. I don't think it's been done before, and everybody loves Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Every convention there's at least 2,700 Harley Quinn, and they're all in different costumes. Mm-hmm. So, Deadpool's not in this movie, right?
Well, just say
okay. But it'll be just from like a fashion or a cosplay perspective. And I've never cosplayed Harley Quinn. I don't really have any goal to, but it's interesting to see the different versions of her. You know, you have the old school version, you have the video game version, the Arkham Asylum version. Now you're gonna have whatever she brings.
This chick, the actress that is playing Harley Quinn, has stepped into a role which I hope that she understands how big Harley Quinn is.
You know,
and it's one of those things where, like Heath Ledger, when he stepped into the Joker, everyone was dogging him. And now, true enough, and he knocked that shit out the park.
Oh, he murdered the game. Look, guys, just comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about all the DC movies that's coming out. Tell us what you guys think about Suicide Squad, the new actors that are that just were announced for the movie, and if you want Oprah to be playing as Amanda Waller.
Or you know what? Listen, we should get
Goldberg.
We should get Little Wren.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Little Wren should play the new 52 Amanda Waller. Just go ahead and nominate her.
You're fired. No, she does.
No, she actually says, "You don't mess with the wall."
Really? She says that?
That's her thing.
That's terrible. That's
well, you know what? You can
reinvent that. Yeah.
I like your fired better.
Once again, this is Mason AJ.
It's Little Wren.
Lance Excalibur.